Hey folks, Brian Mitchell here with more words of wisdom. I'm outside today and it looks like I have an idea, doesn't it? Okay. Anyway, today this is probably going to be two parts because I split it up because I try to keep my videos shorter. Um, but this came across my news feed, 11 ways Christians are gaslit into staying out of politics. It looks like it's from Josh Howerton. I don't know who that is, so I'm not endorsing him or anything else from him, but I agree with these. So just want to look at these. Number one, separation of church and state. Keep your religion out of politics. First of all, there's not a separation of church and state. That was in the letter from, anyway, you know all that. You're smart enough. But separation of church and state, it doesn't mean a separation of righteousness and state. That would be evil. And it doesn't mean a separation of politics and religion. That's impossible. It means a separation of governments, that the same person shouldn't be president of the government and pope of the church. Like we had the monarch was also the head of the Church of England. We're not doing that. Our nation was founded on freedom of religion, not freedom from religion. Number two, the church shouldn't get political. Our culture is taking moral issues, reframing them as political issues, and then accusing any pastor who addresses them of getting political. But in the words of John McPherson, quote, "The church isn't getting more political, politics are getting more spiritual." He says when the government moved past things like building roads and issuing driver's license to things like redefining marriage, erasing gender, reframing abortion as, quote, reproductive rights, and indoctrinating kids into believing those things, the church didn't move, politics did. Number three, Christians shouldn't grasp for power. It says the vibe that pursuing positions of authority is wrong comes from critical theory that sees the world through an oppressed and oppressor lens, not Christian theology. Christian theology sees the world through a sin and righteousness lens. Power is like money in the Bible. Having it is not moral or immoral. It's what you do with it that's moral or immoral. If godly people don't lead, godless people fill the void. And we're seeing that. Christians should seek positions of authority. As the Bible states, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked rule, the people mourn. That's Proverbs 29:2. Number four, you're trying to impose your morality on other people. Yeah, everyone in a democracy is voting for their beliefs that others don't share. As others have pointed out, people often object to Christians advocating for abortion restrictions. You're imposing your morality on that mother. And that's true. But when abortion is legalized, the mother is lethally imposing her morality on the baby. So the question isn't whether someone's morality gets imposed on other people, it's whose morality gets imposed. Number five, that's Christian nationalism. 99% of the time, the quote Christian nationalism is a scare label whose subtext is you can't advocate for your beliefs in the public square, but I can advocate mine. As John Tyson has pointed out, voting and advocating for their beliefs is what everyone in a democracy does. But Christians are increasingly the only group in society who are shamed for doing so. So if someone accuses you of being a Christian nationalist, you say, yes, I'm a Christian and I love my nation. And don't let them use it as a scare tactic or derogatory. And I'm going to quit with this one. I'll come back. I'll do a part 2. That way I get more views. So anyway, like, share, subscribe, and stay salty, friends.